guys, welcome to my channel. Today I created this makeup look. It's a reddish brownish wing liner look. It was inspired by this shirt right here, kind of the color scheme that I went for, and I just made it up along the way. So if you would like to see how I got this look, just keep watching. I don't know if it's this way, I don't know if it's that way, but it's gonna come up next. Guys, so my eyebrows are done and eyelids are prepped with concealer. Using my Carly Bible palette by BH Cosmetics, I'm going to go in with this bone colored shade. Going to use this to set the concealer for my eyeshadow base. So I'm just applying that all over my eyelid and anywhere that I applied concealer. And then using my Morphe palette, I'm going in with the shade Universal and using my Morphe M441 brush, I'm just going to blend that into my crease in windshield wiper motions and just blend it. Okay, and then going into my Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, I'm going to use the shade Burnt Orange, and I'm going in with this Wet n Wild brush. It doesn't have a name, so I'm just going in right under the Universal shade from my Morphe palette and just blend that in so that it all transitions seamlessly. Using the same palette, I'm going to use the shade Real Gar, which is a deeper orange shade, and I'm just going to work that into the outer corner of my eye and into the crease using my Morphe M433 brush and just blend that in. Alright, so now I'm going to go into my Morphe palette and I'm going to pick up this shade. It's called Heat, and I'm going to use my e.l.f. blending brush to just work this into my crease. I'm also going to be dragging this lower onto my eyelid. Just gonna blend that out and make sure that everything is transitioning as smooth as possible. And then back into the Morphe palette, I'm using this shade Fawn. It's a lighter brown but deeper shade than the other ones that I've used, and I'm using this Wet n Wild brush to blend it in, which I later regretted, and I do switch it to another brush. Oh, there we go, I switched my brush. And I just work that into the outer corner, just deepen it up for a little more dimension. Next, I just went in and did my wing liner, which I totally sucked at, so I did it off camera, and they were uneven, but you know what? It is what it is. And then just doing some weird stuff, okay. Then just using a makeup wipe, I'm just gonna clean up everywhere except for my eyes, of course, and make sure everything is clean. And next is the lashes. So I'm just going to curl my lashes and prep them for some mascara. So I forgot to record a clip of my mascara, but I am using the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara along with my L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara. These two together ain't nothing better. Okay, next I am going to set my brows with my Wet n Wild brow gel. This is in the color Nothing But Brunette, and I just set both of my brows so that they don't go anywhere. You know. And then using my Milani Prime Light Face Primer, I'm just going to prime my face. And then I'm going to color correct with this salmon colored concealer by City Color. I don't know what the name or color shade is, but it's the only pinkish colored concealer in the line. So it's actually pretty nice. I got it in an Ipsy bag. And I'm just going to use it to cover up the dark circles. I'm just applying a little bit and spreading it out. Alright, so once that is in place, I'm gonna go in with my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer in Medium Peach, and I'm just applying this under my eyes, my nose, chin a little bit, and my forehead, just to make it even since I'm not putting on foundation. So yeah. Alright, so to set my concealer, I'm going to use my Kat Von D palette, and I'm using the shades Lucid and Lyric to set my under eye, and I'm just using my sponge that I used to put on the concealer to pat that into the skin and make sure everything is set in place. Alright, and then for my lower lash line, I'm just going to smoke it out slightly. I'm going to first lay down the color Universal from my Morphe palette and just put that on both eyes, and then I'm going to use Heat and run that along the lower lash line. And then I'm just going to continue to blend it out until it is to my liking. Alright, and then I'm going to put my L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara on my lower lash line. Alright guys, last stop for my eyes. I'm going to use the shade Vermeer and Primavera. I'm going to mix them together, and that's going to go into my inner corner. Tear ducts. Inner corner? Tear ducts. Whatever you want to call it, but you'll see where it is. Oh, and then using that same duo, I'm just going to pop that in my brow arch as well. And then using my NYX matte bronzer in the shade Medium, I'm just going to bronze up my face and contour it a little bit. This is a new bronzer that I've been using, and honestly, I love it. It's amazing. It blends out beautifully, and the shade is just perfect for my skin tone. So it's bomb. Go get it, you know. And then for blush, I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Color Icon Blush in Mellow Wine. It's a beautiful matte blush that blends out very well. And so I'm just going to pop that onto my cheeks and blend it out. Next, this is a step that I try not to skip. I'm using a stippling brush to just blend everything in together so it looks as smooth and blended in as possible. I don't want any harsh lines, you know who does, so yeah. And then it's my favorite part of makeup, using my Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in the shade Precious Petals. I'm just going to highlight my face, you know, highlight poppin', whatevs, yeah. At this point, I started feeling myself like, who do you think you are? Sit down, Shannon. But anywho, I'm just going to set everything with my Milani Make It Last setting spray. I actually really love this setting spray. I'm almost out, but it really just makes everything melt into your skin and make it look as natural as possible. I mean, obviously it's makeup, it's not natural, but you know. And then moving on to lips, I started off with lining my lips with Aquarius from ColourPop. It's the lippy pencil. I ended up not digging it, so I went over with Taurus later on, and you'll see that. And then on top of both of those, I'm going to use the Liquid Matte Lipstick by e.l.f. in the shade Praline. I actually really like these liquid matte lipsticks. I just recently picked them up and I like them. They're cool. And I think they're like $6, so. Alright guys, that's the completed look. I'm just gonna go and get my hair together and then do some awkward poses, you know, make myself look cute and whatevs, but that's it. That is the makeup look. It's simple, easy, cool, and yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Just like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate the support.